Just good, solid offensive ball game. Great pitching by Tyone. And the Cubs needed one of those games.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by Heat and Frost Insulators and the Illinois Regional Insulation Contractors. Visit local17insulators.com and by Toyota. Visit your Chicagoland Toyota dealer or toyota.com today. I know the easy thing to say is just do what you did yesterday, right? But lefty Justin Steele goes for the Cubs while the Angels counter with right-hander Griffin Canning.
Well, Canning is a guy that's, very different than yesterday. They had a lefty sinker slider guy. Today you got a back and forth righty. A lot of, he's going to go fastball, changeup, slider. So it's going to be a very different mix, but a lot of back and forth speed wise. So that to me means you've got to be patient. He can walk you. You've got to be patient and really stay to the middle of the field against this guy tonight. Steele, as we know, if he has command of that fastball inside of the righties, he is going to be very tough to hit. He is, really getting into the groove of what we saw last year. And now it's time for the triple play prop picks presented by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Cubs are -1.5 today. They have not been the underdog here lately. The bet is +100. The over-under is 9.5 today. The wind is blowing out, but with Steele on the bump, I like the under at -110. The money line Z is -185 for the Cubs.
Thank you very much, Coom. And you can meet Ron Coomer, the Coom Dog, on Friday, July 19th at 7 p.m. at his restaurant, Coom's Corner in Lockport. Yeah, Coom will meet fans, sign autographs, and give his thoughts on the current Cubs season. It's all brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Come out, Coom's Corner, Friday, July 19th, starting at 7 p.m. in Lockport. Now here at Wrigley, it's sunny, 80 degrees, wind blowing out to right. Coming up, tough times require tough people. That's next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Jameson Tyone here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
It's time to celebrate July 4th with big savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to save big on GE's new range with removable Easy Wash oven tray that makes cleanup a breeze. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 6/20 through 7/10. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. En McDonald's participantes.
Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, plug-in hybrids. You can even go 100% electric. Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
This is where legends are made. Bally's Chicago Casino, where the action is unstoppable and the possibilities are unlimited. Open 24 hours, 7 days a week at the historic Medina Temple with hundreds of your favorite slots, the hottest table games, and an unbeatable energy in the heart of downtown. Bally's Chicago Casino. Bet on Bally's. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Parkins and Spiegel talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday afternoon from 2 to 6 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. Cubs hosting the Angels. This is the Cubs radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. It is time now for the Inside Pitch, sponsored by Southwest Airlines, flying out of Midway and O'Hare. Joined now by Score Baseball insider Bruce Levine. And Bruce, you learn a lot about people in tough times.
Yeah, you do, Zach. A spot check of manager Craig Counsell found me asking around the clubhouse how the new skipper was holding up under the 2-month downturn by his club. Pitching coach Tommy Hotovy likes the boss's demeanor.
He doesn't overthink things. I think, number one, he doesn't overreact to things. I think he's very calculated on how he goes about analyzing players, analyzing situations, analyzing where our team is. And he takes, it's a very thoughtful approach to what we need to do. He's not very reactionary.
I asked how others react to Council's managing style.
He talks a lot about like what's next, not like what we've done wrong or what's. He doesn't like talking about like, okay, we understand what's going on, but what are we going to do to be better? What are we going to do to move forward? Anytime we talk about players and player development and we analyze where they're at from a mechanical standpoint, he's always asking like, okay, what's the plan?
Zach Council also has really fun yet a dry Midwestern sense of humor that resonates as what players feel is a welcome stress reliever.
Bruce, thank you so much. The Cubs strongly encourage the use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains when traveling to Wrigley Field for all games. The Cubs offer a free bike check located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit cubs.com/transportation. Coming up, Assad ascending next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Catch every moment of every game all season long on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Whether you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, relief and remission can be real with Entyvio. Join the more than 250,000 people who have been prescribed Entyvio and discover how Entyvio could help you at Entyvio.com. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
When you find a deal on your favorite thing in the McDonald's app and order it, does that technically count as online shopping? Save money with the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, prices may vary.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
A reminder that walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com. Cubs hosting the Angels. This is the Cubs radio pregame show, driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency? Call the plumbing professionals. Available 24/7 at 1-833-PLUM-911. Cody Bellinger has at least one hit in 14 of his last 15 games. He's batting .339 during that time. The cold, Dansby Swanson hitting .120 over his last 7 games, 3 for 25. The injury report is sponsored by Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Visit IBJI.com for locations and services. Javier Assad threw a bullpen session today. He's working his way back from a forearm strain. Coming up, Ian Happ next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
If it happens in a Cubs game, it happens right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
Whether you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, relief and remission can be real with Entyvio. Join the more than 250,000 people who have been prescribed Entyvio and discover how Entyvio could help you at Entyvio.com. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio.
Cubs Angels at Wrigley Field as we approach the top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to the Cubs game in FM quality at 104.3 HD2 FM on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. We are WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Cubs home against the Angels. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. In our Cubs conversation, the Cubs scored 10 runs in a game yesterday for the first time since April 16th. Ian Happ, a big reason why. 4 for 4, 2 homers, 1 from each side of the plate, and a career-high 6 RBIs. Where has this offense been?
10 runs is nice. 10 runs is really nice. It's been a little bit of time, but JMO did a great job going out there, giving us a strong start, going deep in the game, and then the offense just to be able to put up 10 and have an easy win. It's great. Keep this momentum rolling.
The next question is not as easy to answer. How do you guys keep it rolling?
Yeah, I think it's just a confidence thing. I think we see that we could do it. It's been a little while and was kind of getting over that hump, and now let's keep that momentum rolling. And a lot of good at-bats yesterday. I think everybody walked out of that game feeling good, so we keep that rolling.
You guys are not deaf or blind, so you hear the criticism from the outside. How challenging is it to stay stubborn to the approach that you need to be successful when you're not getting the results that you'd like?
It's the hardest part of this game. I think the hardest part is, to continue the work behind the scenes. The results, when they're not coming, get very frustrating. It's easy to try to change your process. It's easy to try to tweak things, which can dig you into a deeper hole. And so to stay stubborn to the work and understand what work behind the scenes is going to translate to the actual results. And I think, when you're going through it as a team and from a scoring position, to press and to try harder is an easy thing to do. Doesn't usually help. And so for us as a group collectively, just to take a little bit of the pressure off and to really try to just go out there with the same process that we're trying every single game and let the results come to us.
There's a belief that the collective group is better than what we've seen. Do you believe that? And if so, why?
Yeah, I think this group has a lot of proven talent that has done it in the big leagues. And when a group underperforms for a stretch of time, I understand the frustration from the outside. Definitely some frustration on the inside too. But we have to continue that belief. We have to continue the belief that this group is good enough to make a run. You saw it last year with essentially the same group, and so we have the belief that we can go on another one of those stretches. We can have a month like we did in April and put ourselves back in a good position.
Can you put your finger onto why you guys have had the struggles that you've had in order to be able to get out of it?
Honestly, I can't. I think there's a lot of searching for what that is, and you don't want to make excuses and put yourself in a place where, well, it's bad luck. Well, we've hit some ball hard, and we've had the bloopers have fallen on us, and we haven't gotten them. But I think a lot of it is moving on and not focusing on what's happened. I think the more that you do that, the more that you think about the position that we're in and the struggles that we've had, it doesn't help. And so being present in the day of the series, getting kind of making it in shorter spurts. We understand that there's a little bit of a hill to climb to get out of this, but we got to focus on the day-to-day and winning one day at a time, trying to win a series and then go from there.
In your entire baseball life, any level, have you ever had a day like yesterday?
It's a good question. I hit two, one from each side of the plate early in my career in 18. I had a game in the Fall League Championship. It was a 4 for 4 with a couple of homers and a double. But I don't know. That was pretty special on the big league level.
A couple of days ago, all the hitters got together a circle. It was well documented out on the field. Can you share with us why that was important to do?
Yeah, I mean, just to talk to each other. I think this schedule here at Wrigley can be different than most. You play a lot of day games, don't get BP all that often. And so when you're playing those day games, you show up and you're kind of going about your business until the game starts. So just to get everybody together, get the group together to talk, try to, be a team. And sometimes those things need to be prioritized. And so that was just the group getting together, talking, getting everybody on the same page for 5-10 minutes. And, throughout the season, little moments like that mean a lot.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Yep. Have a good one.
Ian Happ back in left field today, batting fifth. Fans in Illinois can purchase Cubs Charities 50/50 raffle tickets starting at 10 a.m. through the end of the game at cubs.com/raffle or from the raffle ambassador at the game through the eighth inning. Coming up, the Manager Show next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Cody Bellinger here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
It's time to celebrate July 4th with big savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to save big on GE's new range with removable Easy Wash oven tray that makes cleanup a breeze. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 6/20 through 7/10. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Whether you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, relief and remission can be real with Entyvio. Join the more than 250,000 people who have been prescribed Entyvio and discover how Entyvio could help you at Entyvio.com. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio.
You've probably heard a lot about electrified vehicles lately. Well, Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, no plug needed.
Let's go.
But we also have plug-in hybrids, if that's your thing. You can even go 100% electric in the Toyota bZ4X. With so many options for reducing carbon emissions, Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
Cubs Angels at Wrigley. Time now to give you access to Threat Council, sponsored by Access One, best in the business, managed IT, cybersecurity, and more. AccessOneIT.com. Here's Coom.
Very nice ball game yesterday. Lot of offense. Ian Happ with a kind of a career day. Good pitching. Those days are fun, especially against a team that's, got the best record in our game right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd start with Jameson Taillon, who again was delivered a really good performance, and he's been, just so solid, just dependable, and kind of the 7-inning efforts that we've got from him a bunch over the last 5 or 6 starts have been impressive and really help your team out. And then we did a good job, I thought, putting pressure on a pitcher, Christopher Sanchez, who's been really good this year, been outstanding, and we put pressure on him. He was struggling with his breaking ball a little bit. We laid off it, Ian got himself into good counts throughout the day, and took advantage of kind of that work to get in that good count, which is every hitter's goal, with some big swings. So great day by Ian, and it just having the big inning, the 5-run inning where we score 3 on Ian's homer, and then we come back and put together another rally. That was the inning that we just haven't seen a lot this year.
Before we talk about the offensive side, going back to Tyone, he was brought in here, a veteran pitcher, has pitched in some big places, big markets, and that's his role, right? His role is to be that veteran guy and to give you those solid performances over and over. And when you see him around the team, he is kind of that big presence, a big guy, but a big presence also.
Consistent presence. He's a consistent person. He's a consistent worker. You get consistency. That's what I've kind of felt from JMO since I've been here. Is just you can see the being in the game, the veteran nature of him leads him to be very consistent, kind of like good result, bad result, start day, non-start day, whatever's going on. He's going to kind of give you the same feedback, and he's going to give the young player the same advice no matter what's going on with him. And that consistency is always appreciated for sure. And in this game where results kind of can whiplash you and a lot, and his consistency is a good lesson to our younger players.
Going to the offense now, the last couple of days, Pete Armstrong with a nice day 2 days ago. I love the line drive to left center field where he stayed on the ball and not hooking as much. But yesterday, Ian, big day. But as you said, the offense continuing to press and put pressure on the opposing defense with good quality at bats. It's got to be a good night then after, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, no, I mean, your comments about Pete, I think, are exactly right. I thought the start against Zach Wheeler was his best game of the season. Just even the last at bat where he hit a ball to left center, what I thought was a really good at bat, one of his best at bats of the year. He got to 2 strikes, kind of fought back in the count, and then got a pitch that he got jammed just a tiny bit, but it was a good swing and hit to the right place where the pitch was thrown. And so those are just good small signs, but always signs that you look for with a young player. And yeah, I mean, I think, look, we've got some big performances, but we got, Seiya had a really nice day yesterday. I thought, just David Bodie hitting the double to kind of keep that inning going was a big spot in the game. Thomas Nito just moving the ball forward with a hit. So we had multiple guys contributing, and that's offense really, is multiple people have to contribute to your run scoring every day. And if we can continue to do that, we'll be a little more consistent with run scoring.
Well, you got Anaheim. See, I told you I'd do it. We got the Angels in town. Good luck this weekend on a big holiday weekend. Wrigley Field will be packed.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
That's the Manager Show with Craig Counsell. Zach, back to you.
You're a funny guy. Coom, the baseball board is next on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Anything can happen anytime in any game right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
When you find a deal on your favorite thing in the McDonald's app and order it, does that technically count as online shopping? Save money with the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, prices may vary.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. En McDonald's participantes.
It's time to celebrate July 4th with big savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to save big on GE's new range with removable Easy Wash oven tray that makes cleanup a breeze. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 6/20 through 7/10. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Elise Baker performing the national anthem this afternoon at Wrigley Field. The national anthem sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Cubs, Angels, the opener of a 3-game set. Who are you banking on? Sponsored by Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on Ian Happ, who's batting .381 over his last 7 games with 4 homers and 10 RBIs. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Justin Steele going for the Cubs. 0-3, a 3.20 ERA, but the numbers don't accurately tell the story. Steele has an ERA of 1.80 over his last 7 starts. Griffin Canning is a right-hander throwing for the Angels, 3-8 with a 4.71 ERA. Around Baseball is sponsored by Great Clips. For your next haircut, go to Great Clips. It's going to be great. Here's the cool thing about Fridays at Wrigley Field. This is the only game this afternoon in the majors here at the friendly confines. Cubs, Angels, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow Armstrong here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
See Broadway's spellbinding spectacular in Chicago. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Join Harry and his son on the next adventure, September 10th through February 1st at the James M. Niederlander Theater. Get tickets at BroadwayInChicago.com.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by Health Markets. Shop for health insurance your way. And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Get out the tape measure, long gone. Back near the stands. That ball is gone. A game-winning home run. Can you believe it? This is what you came here for. You got the Cubs game on The Score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benjamin Moore, Benny's Beverage Depot, Hefty Trash Bags, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha, Bosch Power Tools, James Hardy Building Products, Sloan, Stella Blue Coffee, Traffic Tech, Wintrust Community Banks, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field, Atturo Tires, and by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's game 1 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Angels. Good afternoon, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. It's a glorious summer day here on the north side of Chicago. Bright and sunny, a few harmless clouds in the sky, low humidity, nice warm day. We'll get the exact temperature for you very, very shortly. But a perfect day for a game. The starting pitchers, left-hander Justin Steele starting for the Cubs, and right-hander Griffin Canning is pitching for the Los Angeles Angels. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups for today's game. The lineups are sponsored by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all. Leading off for the visitors from Southern California, Taylor Ward in left field. Nolan Shanuel at first base. Kevin Pillar in center field. Logan O'Hoppe is catching. O'Hoppe batting fourth. Brandon Drury at second base. Zach Neto is the Angels shortstop. Batting seventh and playing third base, Miguel Sano. Willie Calhoun is the designated hitter. And batting ninth in right field, Joe Adell. Those are the Angels. Here are the Cubs. Nico Horner will lead off and play second base. Michael Busch at first base. Cody Bellinger bats third and plays center field. The right fielder batting cleanup, Seiya Suzuki. Ian Happ in left field. Christopher Morel, the designated hitter. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Miles Mastrobuoni batting eighth and playing third base. And batting ninth, Cubs catcher, Tomas Nido. We're ready for baseball. Cubs and Angels back to get it started for you. Right after this, you are listening to The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
Con el $5 Meal Deal de McDonald's, eliges entre McDouble o McChicken y además obtienes papas y bebida pequeña y McNuggets de 4 piezas. Es mucho McDonald's por no mucho dinero. Precios y participación pueden variar, solo por tiempo limitado.
We have just been notified about a lineup change. It's one for the other. Willie Calhoun has been scratched as the DH for the Angels. Instead, Heston Hira, the former Milwaukee Brewer, will bat eighth and perform as the DH. But the rest of the lineups are intact as we gave you them, and we are ready to go. What a day for a ball game, Ron. Isn't this perfect?
You really can't ask for much better. 81 degrees. You know, from the hitter's perspective, the wind's blowing out. Bright sunshine. We're going to have a packed house here at Wrigley. Yeah, I don't think you could get much better than that, partner.
81 degrees, absolutely. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. Justin Steele's first pitch, line, backhand diving catch by Miles Mastrobuoni. That's the way to raise a curtain on a ball game. What a play by Miles, diving toward the line and making a spectacular play.
Welcome to the lineup. Welcome to the game, and here we go. That bullet, that's got double written all over it as it's going down into the corner. And Mastrobuoni lays out and makes a great diving catch to start the game.
One pitch, one away, one great defensive play already. Here is Nolan Shanuel taking a breaking ball outside. Shanuel hitting .258. The Angels are struggling. Fastball just outside. They are 14 games below 500, coming in from Oakland, where they suffered back-to-back 5-0 losses the last 2 days. Lefty to lefty, Steele delivers to Shanuel, and that's ball 3. Ron, as you think about Justin Steele working today, what's on your mind?
Well, to me, Justin is one of those guys. It's a simple game plan, but it's a very effective game plan. He has command of the fastball.
There's a strike.
And when he has great command of his fastball, which is the norm, he is very tough. I just don't think hitters, Pat, pick up the fastball and that little cutter against him.
Fastball is high, ball 4. It's a 1-out walk. No score, just underway. 1 down, first inning, and the batter, Kevin Pillar.
Those last couple pitches in that at-bat, both could have been called strikes, right? One at the top of the zone, one inside.
Cubs in their City Connect uniforms, navy blue shirts and trousers, white numbers on their backs. Kevin Pillar, journeyman right-handed batting center fielder, takes inside. Cubs have a light blue, a powder blue stripe going down the side of the trousers. Navy blue caps with powder blue bills. Swing and a miss. Good sharp breaking ball. 1-1. The Angels in their traveling uniforms, bright red shirts. They've also got red numbers, which is a little bit of an odd combo. The numbers are trimmed in white. Gray trousers. Most of their guys have white shoes. Here comes the 1-1 from Steele. Fisted foul back out of play, 1-2. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your clubhouse into a Cubs house with Cubbies blue, Wrigley Field green, or marquee red. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Benjamin Moore. Good crowd. People still filing in. It's going to be a sellout, as Ron alluded to a moment ago. Cubs coming off a big holiday win yesterday over the team with the best record in the big leagues, the Philadelphia Phillies. A 10-2 thumping, thanks to the career day by Ian Happ. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sharp breaking ball got him. And that's out number 2. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are also always brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai.
Excellent slider, as you said, down and in, about 83 miles an hour. Perfect pitch. Speed gun powered by Xfinity today. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Logan O'Hoppe spells his last name O''Hoppe. I don't believe I've ever heard of an O'Hoppe before. Have you?
Yeah, sure. Oh, happy.
Well, I guess you have. Here's a swinging a line drive to short, 1 hop fielded by Swanson. Oh, what a happy day this is going to be for the Cubs. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. We played half an inning. No score. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
It's time to celebrate July 4th with big savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to save big on GE's new range with removable Easy Wash oven tray that makes cleanup a breeze. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 6/20 through 7/10. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
The Cubs leadoff man is Nico Horner. The leadoff man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If Nico gets a base hit, Benny's will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Nico Horner leads it off against the right-hander Griffin Canning. First pitch swung on and missed. Ron, I know you always do your homework and watch some video of the opposing team's starting pitcher. What's the plan against Canning?
Well, the thing with Canning, you're going to notice he's forcing fastball. His next best pitch, and the pitch he's going to use a lot today, is going to be the straight changeup. It's kind of a circle change is what he's going, not the split, but a circle change, somewhat like Kyle Hendricks, and then the slider.
Fouled away, 0-2.
The reason why his changeup is so effective, you get a lot of movement with the windup, but a very short arm action. So the arm action is short, which is almost kind of the way, if you think back to when you were taught throwing, remember the catcher, you're always taught to have that short arm action? That's what he does. It's a very short arm swing. Most pitchers have a very long one.
Fouled away by Horner. The umpires today, Nick Lentz calling balls and strikes. Emil Jimenez working at first. Lance Barksdale, the crew chief, down at second, and Will Little over at third. Here's the 0-2 to Horner. Fly ball left center. On the run, Ward, and makes a sliding catch in left center. Ward looked over at Pilar, the center fielder, and they communicated non-verbally as Pilar kind of looked back at him as if to say, that's not my play, that's yours. And Ward made a nice sliding catch.
Boy, that ball hung up in the air a long time with the wind blowing out, and it almost dropped in. I thought that was going to be a routine play, and it was definitely not.
Michael Busch, the batter, takes high. Busch, the left-handed batter, hitting .262. 10 home runs. He's driven in 30. No score. Bottom of the first, one away, bases empty. Here's a swing and a foul back. 1-1. The announcement of the umpires, sponsored by Suits 2020 in Niles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. Suits 2020 in Niles. Breaking ball is down low, 2-1. The wind would favor a left-handed batter who can pull the ball today. Right and right center would be the way to go if you want some carry. And who doesn't? Here's a pop-up left side toward the line. Pretty easy play for Ward. Ward makes the catch. As I say, easy. I looked at those flags. The flags are blowing at a pretty good pace today.
Well, they are blowing at a good pace, and I think Ward in left field is like, hit it somewhere else, will you? He's at two plays. The outfielder, because Wrigley is not an easy place to play the outfield with the bright sunshine and the wind blowing the way it is out. And if you haven't played here much, it's difficult.
Bellinger takes a strike.
But I always judge the outfielders as the ball is coming down and you start converging on the ball. If the guy that you think is going to catch it looks at the other guy, that's never a good sign.
The 0-1 to Bellinger fouled away.
It's like, help, and there's nobody there to help you.
Another thing you see, guys are practicing their dance moves, waiting for the ball to come down. You don't just stand still at Wrigley. You're always moving with the wind.
Yeah, the cha-cha-cha is a big dance move here. Yeah.
Here's the 0-2. Bellinger pops it foul and out of play. You mentioned the sun and the wind. Plus, you've got the brick walls. You've got the side walls. You've got the indentations of the wall and straightaway left and straightaway right. I think there's no question it's the hardest outfield in the big leagues to play.
Yeah, there's nothing easy about playing the outfield here at Wrigley with the wind, especially blowing out the way it is today.
And the green ivy, a dark, deep shade of green, just beautiful on the outfield walls. No score first inning. Bellinger trying to start a 2-out rally. Cody, a former Dodger, 9 home runs for the year, 37 driven in. Bellinger swings and fouls it back. Griffin Canning with a record of 3-8. His ERA 4.71. So he's had some rough outings. Last time out, he had a no decision against the Tigers back on the 29th of June. Here's a liner into right center, a base hit. One-hop smash past Drury, the second baseman. A 2-out single for Bellinger. Well, you got the cleanup man coming up. You got the wind blowing out. Would you risk a stolen base here today, Ron?
I would say normally no, but I think the way the Cubs offense has gone here as of late, outside of yesterday's ball game, I would say yes. I think if you feel like you can put pressure on an opposing team's defense with running some bases and getting some stolen bags, I would say do it.
Bellinger a short lead. Suzuki hitting .263, and he'll take a strike. Suzuki 11 home runs. He's driven in 34. Shanuel holding Bellinger at first. A lot of syllables involved in that situation. The pitch fouled away by Suzuki. Cubs baseball brought to you in part by Invesco QQQ. Tomorrow's innovation awaits with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. Suzuki lays off some high heat, and it's 1-2. Canning has been vulnerable to giving up home runs. He's allowed 16 for the year, about 1 for every 6 innings of work, which is more than you'd like. Here comes the 1-2. It's outside. I think most pitching coaches and managers feel like, let's give up about 1 for every 9 innings of work. No more.
Yep.
You don't expect in the big leagues too many less than that, but
right.
Once you get once every 5 or once every 6 innings giving up a homer, it gets to be a bit excessive. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, hit in the air to center. Back goes Pilar. Still going back. It's got a chance. Gone! Suzuki, a home run just to the right of dead center. And the Cubs lead 2-0. The wind certainly played a factor on that ball, Ron.
Your scouting report for the ball game is right on the money, as this ball is hit pretty well, but I wouldn't say this is one of Suzuki's blasts, that we've seen him hit. But you get it elevated, the wind blowing out hard to straightaway center, and this ball makes the basket right above the 400-foot mark, and straightaway center. Cubs up 2-0.
Number 12 for Suzuki. Cubs off to a good start, leading 2-0. Ian Happ takes high for a ball. Happ had the biggest day of his career yesterday against the Phillies. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Batting left-handed, takes outside from Canning. Home runs by the Cubs. Another hefty home run, sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, strong all day long. Here comes the next pitch. Happ takes outside, 3-0.
And RBIs by Cubs batters are sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Boy, it's good to score in that first inning, right? Cubs have been struggling here as of late in offense up until yesterday. And now to get things started again today, that's big.
Happ takes outside, ball 4. And Ron, you played at Wrigley and you were on many teams. It's probably also nothing quite like being a slugger, homering in your first at-bat and giving your team the lead.
Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. You had a 2-run bomb in the first, and you still got 3, maybe 4 more at-bats in the day? Yeah, absolutely.
Now let's keep an eye on Happ at first as Morrell steps in. The catcher, Ohapi, out to talk to Canning. The Angels have lost 4 consecutive games as they make their first appearance at Wrigley since the 2019 season.
This would be an at-bat for Christopher. Should get something pretty good to hit, but it's going to be away. I can't imagine they're going to pitch him inside something that he can hit. If he can drive this ball to right center, he should get something to hit and hit pretty well.
Morrell takes high for a ball. I gave you the announcement of the umpire, sponsored by Suits 2020 and Niles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. Cubs lead 2-0. Morrell, the team leader with 15 home runs. He'll take a strike. Zach Zaidman points out that walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. That was Zach making that sound. Here is a swing and a miss by Morrell. The count 1-2.
Sounds like he's pretty relieved.
Who wouldn't be? You're talking about after the home run, right? Or?
Sure I am.
Okay. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line to left center, a base hit. Toward the alley, it'll be cut off by Ward. Racing around second, going to third is Happ. A solid single by Morrell. Good old-fashioned 2-out rally. Started with 2 outs and nobody on. Bellinger singled. Suzuki homered. Happ walked. And now Morrell singles, and here's Dansby Swanson.
Great swing by Christopher. This is a changeup that he gets, and he just, when you watch the bat path of Christopher, he stays in the hitting zone with the barrel for a long time, and he catches this ball well out in front. But boy, that barrel, he could hit that ball to right or to the left field corner as long as his barrel stayed in the zone. Great swing.
Swanson hits it foul out of play. This is a guy the Cubs need to get going offensively. His defense at short is always top-notch. He was the Gold Glove winner a year ago for National League shortstops. But his batting average at .208. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And you know he's better than that, Ron.
Yeah, much better. It's just he has had a struggle this season offensively. There's no doubt. 8 home runs, 27 driven in. You know he's got pop in his bat. But they have pitched him and are forcing him to hit the ball the other way.
The pitch by Canning, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. The Cubs settled for 2 runs on the homer by Suzuki at the end of 1. Cubs 2, Angels nothing. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Mully and Haw. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
When you find a deal on your favorite thing in the McDonald's app and order it, does that technically count as online shopping? Save money with the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, prices may vary.
It's time to celebrate July 4th with big savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to save big on GE's new range with removable Easy Wash oven tray that makes cleanup a breeze. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid 6/20 through 7/10. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
2-0 Cubs over the Angels as we begin the top of the second. The second inning is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Remember, on Southwest, 2 bags fly free. Huh?
Zach, thank you. As the second inning commences with the right-handed batting Brandon Drury swinging and missing. Drury hitting .211, a homer and 5 RBIs. Here's a drive down the left field line, curling foul and out of play. Good to see Justin Steele get a couple of runs to work with, Ron. He, I would say, as much as anyone on the staff, and to a degree, all of the Cubs starters have been plagued by a lack of offensive run support. But it's good to see a couple of early runs for Justin Steele.
Well, you're not kidding. A couple things. Run support is one, defensive support is another. And he just keeps, he keeps you in the game every single night.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good breaking ball. Strikeout for Steele. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Cubs leading 2-0. Here's Zach Neto.
Another good breaking ball. You were talking on his breaking ball in the first inning. And that one, you can't really place it any better than he just threw that last one.
The big left-hander fires. There's a strike to Zach Neto. Neto hitting .215. 5 home runs, 18 driven in. He hits a fly ball to right. Pretty well hit, but it is playable for Suzuki. Backpedaling near the track to haul it in, and that's out number 2. One of those days, that wind blowing with a pretty good force behind it. Anything that's hit decently has a chance to do some damage.
Fastball inside, jammed Neto to get the routine fly ball, but you're right. Double plays turned today by the Cubs, sponsored by Nissan. They make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today with Nissan.
Miguel Sano, the batter. He'll take ball 1. The Cubs count on Granger's help to keep beautiful Wrigley Field running. To get the products you need, call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Interestingly, the lights have been turned on in the top of the second inning on this summer day. A ball and a strike on Sano. Check swing. Did he go? I think he did. No swing, says first base umpire Emil Jimenez.
I'd like to see that one again.
How much of an effect would the lights being on have on today's game?
I would think until the shadows become part of the game. That pitch, good slider down and in again. Sano swings over the top. Until the shadows become an issue on the field, the only thing I can think of is they're actually somewhat of a hindrance if the ball gets hit on the line.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. A breaking ball fooled Miguel Sano. So far, 3 strikeouts for Justin Steele and a couple of shutout innings. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Cubs 2, Angels nothing. You are listening to The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and material selection to permits and supervised construction, we even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Airroom's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Airroom Remodeling. We handle everything.
On Saturday, July 6th, the Cubs and Windy City Smokeout celebrate country music. Fans who purchase Cubs.com/specials receive a special edition country music Cubs cap. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Bottom of inning number 2. Miles Mastroboni leads it off against Griffin Canning. Miles, a switch hitter, hits a sharp ground ball to short, fielded by Neto, and the throw to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 away. Cubs lead 2-0, and the batter, Tomas Nido.
Now Miles gets a high fastball, hit a bullet right at the shortstop. Miles started the ballgame. First pitch of the ballgame was a line drive bullet to Mastroboni. Made a diving catch down the line to get the first out of the game.
Great way to start the game. Nido hitting 100 without a home run. 2 runs batted in, takes inside. Time to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. I'll go ahead and say 39,693. High fly ball to right, playable for Adele. And Adele will make the catch, and that's out number 2. Cubs on top by 2 runs in this second inning, and here's Nico Horner.
Zach, do you want to make a guess, you and Rich?
36,000 on the dot.
Okay. I will say 36,200.
Rich Wyatt is our engineer at the controls.
I'm going to say 37,500.
37.5 are all in for the Benny's attendance game.
Here's Nico Horner. He flied to left his first time. The windup and the pitch by Canning is taken down low for a ball. 3 straight day games. They begin at 1:20 each day. Tomorrow and Sunday, Cubs and Angels. And that'll wrap up the homestand. Here's a chopper foul. In fact, these will be the final 2 home games before the All-Star break. Cubs are on the road next week, a very challenging trip. 3 games in Baltimore starting Tuesday night. 4 games in St. Louis starting next Friday night. Next Saturday, a day-night doubleheader necessitated because of a rainout back in May. But so many times, Ron, the difficulty of a trip depends upon not only who you're playing, but how are you playing yourselves? That has everything to do with it.
Yeah, you can look at records and things like that, but then as I prep for the series, like today, what has the team done in their last 10? What have they done in the last series? What did they do yesterday? You know, all those things matter. Absolutely, they matter.
2-2 to Horner, a looper in the shallow right. Coming in and making the catch is Adele, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. It's on to inning number 3. Cubs 2, Angels nothing. On the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Con el $5 Meal Deal de McDonald's, eliges entre McDouble o McChicken y además obtienes papas y bebida pequeña y McNuggets de 4 piezas. Es mucho McDonald's por no mucho dinero. Precios y participación pueden variar, solo por tiempo limitado.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, plug-in hybrids. You can even go 100% electric. Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Cubs lead the Angels 2-0 as we get set for the top of the third. The third inning is sponsored by Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Pat?
Keston Hiura leads off the third inning for the Angels. Right-handed batting designated hitter. Cubs lead 2-0. Hiura fouls it back. The difference, a 2-run homer by Seiya Suzuki in the first inning. Hiura, former Milwaukee Brewer, right-handed batter. He's always had a little pop. Slightly open stance. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing, and a miss, strike three. Steele has the strikeout pitch working. That's 4 already. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai.
You look at what he's done. It's been a couple with the slider down and into the righty. And then that one, the good four-seam elevated fastball to get the punch out.
Joe Adell, the batter. He'll take outside for a ball. Spells his name J-O. There's no rule that says you have to put an E at the end of Joe. Here comes the 1-0. Taken down low by Joe Adell. 2 balls and no strikes. Big crowd today. I do see some empty seats, and I'm being informed that there are a few limited tickets available for tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Here's a swing and a foul back. So this is a great place to spend part of your holiday weekend. The weather has been gorgeous. Tomorrow the Cubs are giving away a Justin Steele bobblehead to the first 10,000 fans. Fans can also purchase a special ticket to tomorrow's game that includes an exclusive cap. Here's a high fly ball to left, deep, back to the track is Happ at the track, makes the catch right in front of the fence. I'm looking at the flags. At this moment, the flags are not moving at all. The ball was well hit. I thought it might carry out of here, but the ball not carrying to left. To the other side, maybe.
It looked like that ball might have got in on Joe just enough with that little cutter in to keep it in the yard, too. That was, when it left the bat, with the way the wind has been blowing, I thought that was a home run for sure.
Foul down the right field line, but tomorrow, Ron, fans can purchase a special ticket to the game that includes an exclusive cap that the Cubs have created for the Windy City Smokeout Country Music Festival.
I like the cap. Now, it'll go great with your sweater.
What doesn't? Here's the 0-1. Taken low and inside, 1-1.
Point taken.
Also on Sunday, the Cubs are going to be giving away a Clark the Cub plush toy to the first 10,000 fans. There's a high pop-up right side easy play. There will also be kid-friendly activities set up on Gallagher Way. Fly ball to right, caught by Suzuki. Steele rolling along, no hits for the Angels through 3 innings. After 2.5, Cubs 2, Angels nothing. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Parkinson Spiegel on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on The Score.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
Picture yourself in Indiana this summer, the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. With countless outdoor activities, Indiana is the perfect summer destination. Start your planning at inindiana.com/summer.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
I'm Phyllis, and I love my customers, especially truckers who fuel up with renewable natural gas, or RNG, which is the cleanest fuel they can use because it's made with organic waste from landfills and dairy farms. Sit anywhere. You see, RNG can eliminate carbon by up to 300%. And thanks to the experts at Clean Energy and their 600 stations, more trucks can fuel with RNG than ever.
Order up.
Clean Energy, shifting carbon into reverse.
Michael Bush is on deck. Who's on deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at ondeck.com.
Bush swings and misses at the first pitch from Griffin Canning. Bush flied to left in the first inning. Cubs lead 2-0. The next offering is taken outside for a ball. The Angels, 14 games below 500, in danger of missing the playoffs for the 10th consecutive year. 2014, the last time they played postseason ball. 8 straight losing seasons as well. Just looking up some of their postseason history. Here's a swing and a chopper foul. First time they made the postseason was 1979. They lost to Baltimore in the ALCS. Then they lost to Milwaukee in the ALCS in 1982. The Brewers got to their first World Series before losing to the Cardinals that year. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. It's taken outside for a ball. 1986, they lost to Boston in the American League Championship Series. A heartbreaking loss for the Angels under Gene Mauch. 3-2 pitch taken high for a ball. That was when Dave Henderson had the big home run that turned that game around in the 9th inning.
Yeah, Donnie Moore, late Donnie Moore.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let's pause 10 seconds right here for station ID. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Your headquarters for Cubs Talk. It's the Mullen Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Bush takes his lead at first. The first pitch to Bellinger is taken high for ball 1. Cubs lead 2-0 with Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes at Wrigley. We thank you for joining us. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Rich Wyatt is our engineer at the controls. Bellinger singled right ahead of Suzuki's homer in the first. The 2002 run, you were with the Yankees, and that was the golden year for the LA Angels. They became the World Series champions. They beat the Giants in the World Series in a 7-game thriller. John Lackey winning Game 7. He was a rookie at the time. But they beat your Yankees 3-1 in the ALDS. They beat Minnesota, another one of your teams, in the ALCS 4-1.
Yeah.
And they just put it all together in that one postseason.
They had good starting pitching. Nobody really knew, that was Lackey's first year. Nobody knew John was going to be turned into the pitcher that he was, and he pitched very well in the playoffs. But their starting pitching, I would say, that year was average, especially for a playoff team. But their bullpen was lights out. And if you didn't get their starting pitchers, you were in trouble. We won game 1 with the Yankees, and then they won and swept us out the rest of the series.
Bellinger, no surprise, Ron, had the green light on 3-0, and he tried to hit one to Kenosha. Came up empty. Why not with that wind blowing out? Even guys that are not big sluggers would probably get a green light on a day like today.
Absolutely. When you're in an advantageous count as a hitter today, you want your guys swinging. You get a good pitch to hit, go ahead and take a rip.
3-1. Bellinger hits a dribbler right side. Fielded by the pitcher, he'll throw to first in time. Cody out in front of an off-speed pitch. Bush advances to second on the play that has scored 1-3, and the batter now is Seiya Suzuki.
Well, Cubs are up 2-0 because of Seiya. He hit the home run to straightaway center, landed in the basket right above the 400-foot mark for the Cubs' only scores of the ball game so far here in the early going.
Canning glances back at Bush. Cubs lead 2-0. Suzuki takes upstairs. We are coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Suzuki now with a dozen home runs after his first inning blast. Pickoff throw to second, and a balk has been called. A balk called by Lance Barksdale, the crew chief and the second base umpire. I'm not sure exactly what he did, Ron. Could you tell?
Well, what Barksdale is saying is he started up, like going back, and then spins the pivot to throw. Looking at Barksdale, I just saw the replay of the center field camera, and I just did not see anything. To be quite honest with you, it just looked like he held the ball, pivot, and fired, but they called the ball.
A man at third, infield end. Suzuki swings and misses. So Bush is at third base after the balk. I don't think a balk is one of those reviewable calls.
I would agree, yep.
Again, the infield end. And the pitch to Suzuki. Checks his swing. No swing. He just did hold up in time.
Now if you're saying, boy, you're really trying, use that other side of the diamond, that right center field where he hit the last one. I'm going to guess he's going to see some off-speed pitches still in this at bat, whether it be a changeup or the breaking ball.
A runner at third, one away. RBI opportunity, the 2-1. Fouled away. Got a pitch to hit that time. Cubs baseball brought to you in part by Stella Blue. Stella Blue Coffee and Barstool Big Cat. We thank them for being the official coffee sponsor of Cubs Radio and providing us with a great assortment of coffee right here in our booth. Great taste, interesting blends. Big choice, several choices to choose from. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Suzuki. It's down low, 3-2, one away. If you're in the middle of the order, you feel like this is your responsibility to get that runner in from third right now.
Yeah, you got to put this ball in play, try to elevate it up over the infield. These situational hitting things, if you're an RBI guy, you love coming to the plate with this situation.
And the pitch fouled away.
Now that was a pitch to hit. That was a hanging breaking ball, top of the zone, middle of the plate, and say I put a big swing on it, just fouled it back.
You can buy Stella Blue coffee, and you'll be glad you did at Mariano's, Jewel, Pick and Save, Metro Market. You can order online, StellaBlueCoffee.com. Here comes the payoff pitch to Suzuki from Canning. And Seiya hits a fly ball to right, shallow, Racing in is Adele. Foul territory. It's out of play. Adele, the right fielder, Drury, the second baseman, and Shanuel, the first baseman, all chasing, but it hit that netting, protecting the fans down the right field line. As soon as it hits the net, that's a dead ball.
Depending on how the wind is blowing at that time, if the wind is blowing out towards center, a lot of times it keeps that ball in the field of play, and we've seen that many times.
Now the payoff pitch. Suzuki hits a high pop fly. He's not going to get the job done here. The shortstop Neto makes the catch. Seiya certainly had some pitches to hit.
Yeah, it's one of those at-bats. That's a frustrating AB for Seiya, that's for sure. You hit the 2-run homer in the first. Boy, you got another RBI chance. If you just put the ball in play, just got under it, just popped it up in the infield.
Now, in terms of game momentum, this is a big at-bat for Ian Happ, 2 down. Cubs can grab that momentum right back if Happ can drive in the run. Happ had a base on balls his first time. And Ian will take a fastball away, ball 1. Bush can get a big lead at third. With the left-handed batter up there, Sano, the third baseman, is a good 25 feet off the line. Now the set and the 1-0 pitch to Ian. And that's going to be a strike.
Canning really tries to pitch on the edges of the strike zone, which most guys do. But when you're not overpowering and you're a back-and-forth speed type guy, it's really important.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball away, 2-1.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like he wants to give in to make that pitch and keep the ball on the plate.
Cubs leading 2-0, 2 down, third inning, a runner at third, and a 2-1 count on Ian Happ. The next pitch, check swing, it's outside, 3-1. What's the thinking here, Ron?
Pull. See if he can hit one a long way. If the wind is blowing out, I would look away if I were Ian. I would not be looking for a ball in the inner half and see if he can drive one in the middle of the field.
He lines one in the center field, a base hit. Good call, Ron. Coming in to score is Michael Bush. And the words were just out of your mouth, and that's exactly what it looked like Happ tried to do. Hit it right back through the middle. A soft line drive. It gets the job done, and the Cubs lead 3-0.
Well, Canning is a guy that we talked about, back and forth to speed, and he's got good command of his pitch right towards that outside corner, but it looks like he doesn't want to throw a lot of pitches on the plate. So that pitch, he went to the changeup on that one instead of the fastball. Just off the plate away, Ian was ready for it, and hit a line drive bullet back through the middle.
Here's Morrell taking high.
I like that Ian was aggressive on that pitch, though, and it drives in a big run. And you just talked about momentum. That's a big momentum swing for the Cubs.
Cubs lead 3-0. Let's keep an eye on Happ here. He's got a good lead, not running. Morrell pops it up foul back near our booth and out of play. Sometimes managers do not call for stolen bases on days on which the wind is blowing out. You figure it's fairly easy to score runs without stealing bags, so why bother?
I would agree. The conditions definitely affect it.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Whether or not you're going to run or not. But I would just say right now, the way the Cubs offense has gone over the last, couple months, they've struggled to score runs. I think Craig Counsell is much more in line with, if you think you can go. And let's put pressure on the defense.
Morrell pulls a chopper foul past third.
I would say over the last 10 years, though, your statement is exactly right. When the wind is blowing out here at Wrigley, 5, 6, 7 runs per team is not out of the realm of possibility at all.
You just don't see a lot of sacrifice bunts or stolen bases
right.
on those days when it's windy and hitter friendly. Here's a pitch outside, 2-2. Morel had a sharp single his first time. Cubs leading 3-0, but it's one of those days where you only feel secure if you get up by about 7 or 8. Happ leading at first, not running. Morel takes strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that ends the inning. Cubs scratch out a run. Ian Happ with an RBI single. We go to inning number 4. Cubs 3, Angels nothing. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. to 2 on The Score.
Instacart shopper thoughts.
How do they know exactly when this milk will expire? Does a milk sommelier take a sip and just no? Am I knocking on this melon to check its freshness or because I want to play the bongos? A little of both. Does bagging groceries teach you patience? Yes. Planning? Yep. How to build a cereal box fortress? You have no idea.
Download the Instacart app and we'll overthink shopping for you.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
See Broadway's spellbinding spectacular in Chicago, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Join Harry and his son on the next adventure, September 10th through February 1st at the James M. Niederlander Theater. Get tickets at BroadwayInChicago.com.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. This is the only game currently being played in Major League Baseball, the Cubs and Angels. But we do have some news from around the majors. Philadelphia slugger Alec Bohm becomes the first National Leaguer to commit to the Home Run Derby, Pat.
Who was that again, Zach?
Alec Bohm.
That's what I thought you said. Swinging a line drive to left, caught by Happ off the bat of Nolan Schanuel, and that's out number 1. The batter is Kevin Pillar. So you say Alec Bohm has committed to the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, the only other player who's committed to the Home Run Derby so far is Baltimore's Gunnar Henderson. We'll see him next week.
So you've got a Bohm and a Gunnar. Sounds like quite a battle. 0-1 on Pillar. Pillar struck out his first time. Kevin Pillar, he's bounced around a little bit. Still playing big league ball. Good for him. I believe he's been with about 7 or 8 organizations. The 1-1 bounce toward the middle. Going to be a tough play. Swanson gloves it. Off balance throw, and he gets him. What a play. Swanson gloving it, twisting and turning his body back to his right on the run, if you can imagine that, and then throwing off balance. What a play.
To me, the catch is impressive because of the range you show, but to be able to throw that ball with your shoulders kind of pointed towards right field or right center and throw the ball to first base and get anything on it, and to say nothing about accuracy, and he threw it right on the money to get Pillar. Great play.
That almost makes your back and your shoulder both.
It hurts my shoulder just thinking of that.
Just thinking about that. What a play by Dansby. Logan O'Hoppe, the batter, hits a pop fly shallow right. Angling out Horner, coming in Suzuki. Suzuki drops the ball, and safe at second is Logan O'Hoppe. The wind was a factor. Suzuki came in. He's angry with himself, kind of slams the turf with his bare hand.
Yeah, it's one of those plays. You're coming in hard. The wind's blowing. The sun's getting involved. And Zaya starts reaching out. He doesn't dive for this ball, but he reaches out. He's going to catch this ball below his waist, and it just hits him in the thumb of the glove and comes out. So that's going to be an error on Saya.
2 down, a man at second. The inning should be over. Brendan Drury steps in. Cubs lead 3-0, a man at second. Drury fouls it away. The plan for this Angel team, Ron, seems to be swinging early. They realize that Steele is a strike thrower, so they're not up there taking a lot of pitches.
No, not at all. And then on top of it, you start seeing him rack up some strikeout numbers in the first 2 innings, and then that really makes the offensive guys go, well, we don't want to get to 2 strikes with the slider and that fastball in. Let's swing. Put the ball in play.
Drury, a strikeout victim his first time. 2 down, top of the 4th. Cubs on top, 3-0. Justin Steele glancing back at the runner and the 1-1. Upstairs to Drury.
Boy, and here's where you need Justin to really pick the club up and pick up Seiya here and get him a routine out and get out of this inning.
The lead at second by Ohapi. And now the 2-1 to Drury is way outside and high. 3-1. We'll be right back out here again tomorrow and Sunday. Each game beginning at 1:20. Kyle Hendricks against Tyler Anderson, the left-hander, tomorrow. Taken very high for ball 4. So the 2-base error and now a walk. And Zach Neto coming up.
And that'll bring Neto out to the mound to talk to Justin. It looked like he was a little out of sorts in that at bat to Drury. Drury, he's been struggling. He's getting around 200, only 1 home run and 12 driven in and 120 some at bats. He's been struggling. And now what you need to do is get Justin Steele back refocused to make sure you make a good quality pitch to get out of this inning.
Game 2 tomorrow, as we said. Hendricks against Anderson. Sunday, Hayden Wesneski against Jose Soriano. Also a 1:20 start. Go to Cubs.com for ticket info. Neto has some power as he waits and takes outside.
4th inning sponsored by Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. Yeah, that's 4 or 5 pitches now that have not been where Justin has wanted them. That was a bad miss up and away. That's usually not something we see from Steele.
He tossed that one out of play and requested a new ball. The pitch to Neto, swing and a miss. Good sharp breaking ball, 1-1.
Boy, he's had a good slider today. That's an excellent pitch.
Wind really blowing toward right and right center. Steele, the big left-hander, glancing back at the runner, delivers to the plate. Breaking ball low, 2-1. Lake Michigan, a beautiful shade of greenish blue and blue. Now the 2-1. Line drive. What a stop by Mastroboni. He throws to second in time. Fantastic play by Miles Mastroboni. A one-hop smash to his glove side. He dove for the ball, somehow gloved it cleanly, quickly got up and threw it to Horner for the force. His second Gold Glove caliber play in this ball game, Rob.
You really can't make it any better. That is the extreme difficulty on that play. In between hop on a ball blasted and you dive. Great play.
Inning over. Angels don't score. They leave a pair. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs 3, Angels nothing on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Parkins and Spiegel on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the Score.
Looking to build an addition to your home and don't know where to start? At Air Room Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything. From design and materials selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Air Room's turnkey design build approach create a home addition you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit airroom.com to schedule your free consultation. Air Room Remodeling. We handle everything.
So, should we go electric?
I think we should go electrified with Toyota.
Electrified?
Electrified means options. Yes, we could go all electric with a Toyota BZ4X, but then there are hybrids like Grand Highlander, or we could do something in between like a RAV4 plug-in hybrid.
So Toyota is electrified, diversified?
Yup, and with more options for reducing carbon emissions, the closer we all get to Toyota's Beyond Zero vision for the future.
Exactly how much coffee have you had this morning?
Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
You're probably not kayaking right now, or fishing, or enjoying a scenic bike ride, but you absolutely could be. Did you know that a world of outdoor adventure awaits just outside Chicago? With 70,000 acres of forest preserves, trails, lakes, and more, suburban Cook County was made for getting outside. Whether you're on the south side, the west side, or the north side, come explore Cook County's great outside. Start your adventure at OutsideChicago.com.
Celebrate July 4th with savings at Lowe's. For a limited time, save on the essentials you need to make your garden pop for summer, like Miracle-Gro 25-quart potting mix. Get 2 bags for just $16 and get up to 40% off, plus save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances. Hurry, these deals won't last long because Lowe's knows summer savings. Valid through 7/10. Miracle-Gro excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount, excluding supply. See Lowe's.com for more details while supplies last.
Dansby Swanson leads off the bottom of the 4th inning and takes a curveball from Griffin Canning inside. What a play by Miles Mastrobuoni on that bullet hit by Zach Neto. It had base hit written all over it. Fastball is outside and was one of those in-between hops too, Ron, which makes the dive, as you say, the degree of difficulty is just off the charts. But somehow he gloved it cleanly and quickly got up and threw to second base. Here's a drive into left center. Going back as Pilar near the track makes the catch. It is a play that the late, great Brooks Robinson would have been proud to make.
There's no doubt about that. That's about, when the ball was hit, it was a bullet. And then you see Miles dive for the ball. And you just expect to see it go darting down into, deep in the left field. And when he came up with it, it's like, oh, my. That's just one of those plays. That's just a great, great play by Mastrobuoni. And the second one of the ballgame.
One away, nobody on. 3-0 Cubs. Here is Mastrobuoni batting and taking outside. Let me ask you this, though, Ron. First and second, 2 outs. In that spot, as an infielder, your training is to knock the ball down. Keep it on the infield if at all possible. Here's a pitch outside. Even though sometimes you realize as you're making the dive, you don't have a great chance to make this play, but if I can just knock it down, it'll maybe save a run.
It does. If you can keep it in the dirt, you know you can save a run, and that's the objective.
Here's the drive to left, slicing down the line, going over and unable to make the play is Ward. It's up against the wall, and Mastrobuoni has a double. Ground rule double. Miles Mastrobuoni having a great beginning to this ballgame. 2 sensational defensive plays, and now an opposite field double.
Now you gotta love watching him get this pitch away, and he goes with it, hits it deep into the corner. It hits on the warning track going down the line and bounces into the stands. So Mastrobuoni, if you remember his first at bat, he hit a bullet to the shortstop. So he's hit the ball on the button twice and made 2 just Gold Glove caliber plays.
Tomas Nido, the batter, not to be confused with Zach Neto, the shortstop. So you got a Neto and a Nido. Nido flied to right his first time.
The old Neto and Nido.
Mm-hmm. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Nido.
Now, when you were reading this morning about the game, did you think of that?
I did not.
Okay.
But thanks for asking. That's
sure.
Very thoughtful of you. It kind of just came to me a minute ago. Kind of sorry it did, in fact. One guy I wanted to mention, too, is Mike Trout. I think we were all hoping, and I know fans were hoping to see him, but he's still recovering from a torn meniscus in his left knee. Required surgery. I did read today, Ron, he's been running on a treadmill Mike Trout hitting off of a tee, not all that close to returning, but he certainly will be back probably sometime right after the All-Star break.
Yeah. One of the great players of our game, that's for sure.
Here comes the 1-2 to Nito, and it's lifted foul out of play.
Yeah, I think we were talking yesterday about that the unfortunate thing was you missed Schwarber and Harper in the last series. They're on the injured list, and Mike Trout this series.
And another key player, Anthony Rendon, is on the injured list with a hamstring strain. He has missed 2/3 of the games since signing that gigantic contract several years ago. I want to say this is about 4 or 5 years into the deal.
Yeah.
And he's missed 2/3 of all of their games. Very similar to Chris Bryant. When they're healthy, they're great talents. But staying healthy has been the big issue. Nito swings and misses. That's strike 3, out number 2.
Yeah, we were talking earlier before the game about Rendon, and he's one of those guys that, boy, when he was in Washington, he was a force.
Oh, yeah.
Offensively, and a good defender.
He was on their world championship team of 2019 when they beat Houston in that crazy World Series where the road team won all 7 games. But I want to say he had a key home run in Game 7.
Yeah. No.
Didn't he?
No.
Anthony Rendon.
Doubles by Cubs hitter, sponsored by Traffic Tech. Double up your business with Traffic Tech, the hardest working team in transport.
Horner took a poke at right field and fouls it back. About the Cincinnati Reds in the last few days. Did you see what they did? They swept the New York Yankees in New York. They became the first National League team ever to sweep a regular season interleague series in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. A little looper, shallow center, going out is Drury. Drury makes the catch. Going away, and that ends the inning. Cubs don't score. It's on to the 5th inning. Zach Zaidman will join Ron Coomer in a moment. After 4, Cubs 3, Angels nothing. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. until 2 on The Score.
Hey, babe, your Instacart order's here.
Yes, it's my supplies from the Home Depot.
You can get the Home Depot delivered through Instacart?
Yeah, I could get everything I need to fix the deck delivered in as fast as an hour. Wood stain, paintbrushes, a new drill, and...
You forgot the screws, didn't you?
There. The screws are on the way.
Maybe throw in a couple rolls of that wallpaper I like.
One project at a time.
Download the Instacart app to shop the Home Depot and get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Is your kitchen outdated, but remodeling feels overwhelming? At Heirloom Architects, Builders, and Remodelers, we handle everything from design and material selection to permits and supervised construction. We even have financing options. Skip the stress of supplying materials, juggling contractors, and bad design decisions. Let Heirloom's turnkey design build approach create a beautiful, timeless kitchen you'll enjoy for years to come. Visit heirloom.com to schedule your free consultation. Heirloom Remodeling since 1958. We handle everything.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
Whether you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, relief and remission can be real with Entyvio. Join the more than 250,000 people who have been prescribed Entyvio and discover how Entyvio could help you at Entyvio.com. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, a risk of PML, a rare, serious, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio.
League Leaders are sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development as Justin Steele gets ready to throw the first pitch of the 5th inning, and it's in there for a strike, a slider that spins into the zone with Miguel Sano at the plate. 0-1 the count. The Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Angels. The next pitch is up high for a ball, 1-1 the count, as Steele misses with a fastball. Stephen Kwan is the major league leader in batting average at .367. Sano lines one, caught by Swanson, the shortstop, on the edge of the outfield grass, deep short. One away, first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. 3-0 Cubs over the Angels. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Keston Hiura, activated right before the start of the ball game. Steele deals up high for a ball to Hiura, the former Milwaukee Brewer. 1-0 the count. Luis Rengifo, one of the Angels' best players, placed on the injured list with a bad wrist. Here's the 1-0. Low and inside, 2-0 the count. Aaron Judge is the power man in the majors. He leads the league in home runs and RBIs. These are Coom-like numbers. 32 homers and 83 RBIs. Yeah, impressive. The 2-0, a swing and a miss by Hiura, 2-1.
Yeah, but he did it by the All-Star break.
There's that.
Big difference.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Foul back by Hiura, 2-2 the count. And Judge, a megastar. There are stars, and then there are a few megastars. Phillies have a few of them.
Yeah, he really stands out, though. I mean, you look at the numbers he's putting up and where he's putting them up, you couldn't ask for anything more.
A one-hopper off the glove of a diving Horner that bounces into shallow right. The Cubs were shifting with Hiura, right-handed batter, at the plate, so Horner was playing just about up the middle, just to the right of the second base bag. He had to lunge to his left. And Hiura hit it in a perfect spot just off the tip of the glove, but what an effort by Horner.
Yeah, Nico lays out for this ball, and he's got a chance that he's frustrated he didn't catch it. The ball hit him in the tip of the thumb of the glove instead of right in the pocket, and that's why he didn't make that play.
A bouncer behind third by Adele Mastrobuoni fields it and fires a strike to first. He's been fantastic defensively here today. Adele retired. Hiura advances to second, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. And the Cubs have a 3-0 lead over the Angels.
By one of them tough calls for the umpires. Will Little makes this call. At least that's who I looked at, the third base umpire. Once the ball passes the third base bag, then it's the third base umpire's call. Until it gets to the bag, it's the home plate umpire's call, Nick Lentz. Will Little did his job perfectly by making that call, but that's a tough one because he caught that ball, did Mastrobuoni, just right behind the bag at third.
Taylor Ward looks at a ball high and outside from Steele. The left-hander is working quickly. Sets at the belt, kicks and delivers. The next pitch is a strike. Called on the outside corner. Fastball, 1-1 the count. The Potawatomi Casino Hotel 5th inning. Light up your senses. 3-0 Cubs in the opener of a 3-game set against the Angels. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Listen to every moment of Cubs baseball when you're in the Chicagoland area for free on the Odyssey app. Download the app and search 670 the score. 2-1 the count. The pitch to Ward. Called strike on the outside corner. Backdoor slider from Steele. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch. Justin got the call, the benefit of the doubt on that one. That ball started out well off the plate away and came back towards the outside corner.
Steele deals. Pulled on the ground. Fair ball into left around third. And racing home is Hiura. No throw. He scores. RBI single by Taylor Ward. And the Angels are on the board. It's the Cubs 3, Los Angeles 1 here in the 5th.
A little breaking ball. They go back to the same pitch. And I know they wanted the same result. They wanted that backdoor slider. and it just didn't stay out there. Either way, you don't want it to end up in the middle. If you want it down and in, that's where Steele has gotten the punch outs, or you want it to land just off the plate away. That one right down the middle, and it ended up in left field for a base knock and an RBI single.
So here's Nolan Shanuel. He swings and fouls the first pitch back off the screen, 0-1. Shanuel is the first baseman. It's all left-handed batter. It's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Flat out to left. Ward takes his lead off the first base bag, 2 away, and the pitch. That's low. 1-1 the count.
Justin's thrown a lot of pitches that he keeps looking in at Nick Lentz, especially the pitch down. Now, I will say this. Lentz has missed a couple, but the pitch down, he has not given that to Steele as that ball's pulled foul. And in Lentz's defense, they have been down, at least with the box that we have in our monitor here in the booth.
And you figure Steele will check that after the
no
frame,
doubt.
right?
Yeah.
See it on
I don't know about after the frame, but at least, maybe tonight if you're looking at your films or tomorrow.
Bouncing ball up the middle, fielded by Swanson behind the bag. He throws to first in time to get Shanuel. That is out number 3. Ward stranded on the bases, but the Angels get on the board on Ward's RBI single. Middle 5, Cubs 3, Angels 1 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game all season long right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
See 4abc.com for details. When it comes to beating the heat, fans just won't cut it. Ice cold AC is a must. Luckily, a great offer on a new AC is just around the corner. Call ABC's experts now to get your AC installed as soon as today and 0% financing until 2026. That's right. One visit from ABC's knowledgeable professionals and you can stay cool and comfortable without breaking the bank. For cool air all summer long, visit 4abc.com, the number 4abc.com, and consider it done.
On Saturday, July 6th, that's tomorrow, the Cubs take on the Angels at 1:20 in the afternoon. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive a Justin Steele bobblehead presented by Wendella. Purchase tickets at cubs.com/tickets. Bottom of the 5th inning, Cubs leading the Angels 3-1. Michael Busch stands in against right-hander Griffin Canning. Hands over the head, high leg kick and pitch, and Busch looks at the ball high and outside, 1-0 the count. Busch is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Canning works his motion and delivers the pitch. Busch swings and drills one into the power alley in right center field. It'll bounce and roll all the way to the wall. Busch on his way to second. He'll stop there. A stand-up double to begin the 5th.
Great start for the Cubs and Michael Busch. 15th double of the season for Michael. And he gets this pitch up and out over the plate and just hammers this ball into the gap. Great swing as he stays right on the ball. You see his head drop right down at contact. And a bullet in the gap to start out this 5th inning.
Doubles by Cubs batters are sponsored by Traffic Tech. Double up your business with Traffic Tech, the hardest working team in transport. Cody Bellinger at the plate. 1 for 2 today with a single. No one out. 3-1 Cubs over the Angels here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Canning deals. Bellinger looks at the ball up high, 1-0 the count. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Wind blowing out as we speak. The pitch. Bellinger pops it foul, out of play, just below us. I believe, and I don't say this lightly, you spun around, Coom, thinking it might have a chance.
Yeah, it was just the next booth's over where the Anaheim front offices. I have to say they didn't give much of an effort. Their front office, not so much. That's all right. Didn't end up in their booths, so good for them.
Not everyone could play. Thankfully, there are other jobs around baseball for the rest of us, right? Bellinger waits for the 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 1-2. A slider.
Yeah, a little breaking ball down. He's, the one thing Canning's been able to do is, is change the eye level. Up, down, fastball up, change up, down, fastball up, slider down. You can see he does that pretty well.
Bush at second. Bellinger at the plate. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Bellinger knew it. Fooled by a fastball. 1 away.
Hadn't seen a fastball inside, and then he buzzes him in on the corner for strike 3. And out comes Ron Washington. Canning not real happy about this decision by Wash. Ron Washington, long time baseball man and now manager of the Angels.
Anyone who's been around baseball for any period of time has a story about Wash. We'll get yours when we come back. First, though, a pitching change. All opponent pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com. Cubs threatening. They've got Michael Bush at second base. 1 away. Bottom 5. Seiya Suzuki due up. And the Cubs leading the Angels 3-1 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago Cubs memories are made right here with Pat, Ron, and Zach on the Cubs Radio Network.
In real estate, it's all about the amenities. I should know. I'm an agent. At Hyundai, all of our models offer first-class features, like Android Auto, an available Bose premium audio system, heated front and rear seats, and wireless device charging. It's like an upscale home on wheels in here. It's your journey. Own every mile.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month or get $1,250 bonus cash on select Tucson hybrids. Hurry in and celebrate July 4th with a great deal. Offers end July 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. Log into your BetMGM sports account, then visit your promotions section to access the free-to-play game. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Illinois only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market and expire 24 hours from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB2 53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
Veteran right-hander Hunter Strickland is the new man on the mound for the Angels. He's 2-1 this season in 38 games with a 3.76 ERA. Cubs on top of the Angels 3-1.
Rich, we just saw Baby Z on the scoreboard out there.
Yep.
You saw him, yeah.
Yeah. Are you comparing me to a literal baby?
Well, the little red hair, doing the YMCA
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Very handsome little one. Yeah, can't argue with that. The red-headed male, the rarest of the human species. Yeah, all right. Seiya Suzuki at the plate. 1 down, a man at second. Cubs up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning against the Angels. Strickland looks at second and deals. And the first pitch is in there for a strike, a slider that spins into the zone.
Strickland, longtime big leaguer. Had a lot of success through the years. Playoff, guy. Nasty slider. He's always had a good arm, but the slider has always been his pitch.
Yeah, last slider off the outside. 1-1 the count with Suzuki at the plate. Seiya homered in the first inning. A 2-run shot to straightaway center field. A long set. Now the 1-1. Seiya bounces it foul off to the left. 1-2 the count. Cubs right in the heart of their lineup. Sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book a low fare today at southwest.com. Ron Washington, first-year manager of the Angels, but a long-time veteran in Major League Baseball. Used to manage the Texas Rangers. Everyone's got a story. I know you do.
Oh, yeah, lots of them. He's longtime third base coach also.
That pitch just outside, a slider that missed. 2-2 on Suzuki.
When Wash isn't managing, he's the third base coach somewhere for a really good team. He is one of the great infield instructors in our game. He's been a lifer in our game. Longtime player and then coach. And just a great, great guy in our game.
Say pops one foul out of play off to the right.
And one of the funniest guys you'll ever be around also. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he was a longtime third base coach in Atlanta before taking over the
Oakland.
Angels. Yeah.
Long-time third base coach and infield instructor in Oakland.
Seiya waits for the 2-2. Here comes. He swings and hits a towering fly ball left center field. Pilar under it makes the catch. 2 away. And that'll bring up Ian Happ. Bush remains at second base.
Seiya with a near miss. Just got fastball away, tried to pull it, and just a little out in front. Got that ball off the end of the bat just enough. Keep it in the ballpark.
The pitch clock is powered by Work Zone Safety. Make sure you follow Work Zone signs. It's not a game. So Happer stands in, switch hitter batting from the left side against the veteran right-hander Hunter Strickland. Bush at second, 3-1 Cubs, 2 away, bottom 5. The pitch. Outside, 1-0 the count. Strickland missing with a fastball. Happ with an RBI single in the third. He's got 7 ribbies over the last 2 days. That'll play.
Yeah, Ian with a big 2-out single. Pick up the Cubs to drive in that third run.
This pitch in their first strike. Fastball on the inner half. 1-1 the count. Taps home plate with his two-tone bat and gets in his stance. Upright from the left side. Very little bend at the knees. Wind blowing out to right. And the 1-1. Inside almost hit him. As Happ has to jump out of the way. 2-1 the count. It's a breaking ball.
Yeah, a lot of sliders, we said, from Strickland. He tried to throw that one down and in, held onto it just a little too long. That ball almost hit Ian in the spikes.
He's got the powder blue and navy blue spikes today to match the City Connect uniforms. Each shoe says 1914 on it. Here's the 2-1. Popped in the air, foul out of play off to the left. 2-2.
Now, did you ask him to maybe get you a pair of shoes like that, Z?
No, I did talk to him before the game. But
I know you did. Yes, that was entertaining.
I asked him if he, in his life, his baseball life, at any level, if he's ever had a game as good as the one he had yesterday. 4 hits, 2 home runs, 1 from each side of the plate, a career-high 6 RBIs. Basically, no. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to center. Racing in. Pilar, this may drop. It does. Around third and racing home is Bush. He scores. Throw cut off. Happ trying to take second. He does. RBI single. Ian Happ. He comes through again. And the Cubs have a 4-1 lead over the Angels here in the 5th. And Happ takes second base.
Another big at-bat for Ian. It's the same type of thing. He gets pitched out over the plate. And perfect timing on his swing with this fastball away. And just shoots it back through the middle. Pilar coming in, knowing there's 2 outs, trying to catch this ball on the fly, and then realizes he can't. And then it kind of short hops him, or kind of an in-between. So Pilar has to kind of get defensive, trying to keep it in front of him. And then still throws the ball all the way to home. That was probably the mistake. And because of that, Ian goes all the way around the second. Good base running and another big 2-out single by Ian Happ.
Christopher Morel at the plate. And he looks at a pitch in the dirt. Another slider from Strickland. 1-0 the count. Coom, anytime a Cub is safe at the plate, it's sponsored by Grainger. Think safety, think Grainger. Ian Happ is on a tear. 2 more hits here today. 2 more RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. And that is on the outside corner for strike. A fastball clocked at 93 miles per hour. 1-1.
The thing, though, 2-out hits, right? He's got two 2-out base hits to drive in runs. Those are just huge.
The pitch. Morel swings and misses.
Yeah, Christopher's just caught right now in that pull mode, and has been for a while. And opposing teams are seeing this. You know, he's not the only one in that Cubs lineup that's, you know, they're going to make him hit the ball away. And if he's going to continue to try to pull it, he's going to have issues. He's going to have to start using the other side of the field.
A 1-2. Morrell swings and misses, strike 3. Strickland gets him with a fastball. That ends the 5th inning, but not before Ian Happ gives the Cubs another run with an RBI single. It's 4-1 Cubs over the Angels as we head to inning number 6 on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dansby Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard. Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant is Carol Colvin from Brookfield, who will win the Woodman's gift card jackpot of $800 if a Northsider hits a home run this inning. You can enter with a QR code at any Chicago area Woodman's. Good luck, Carol. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant, service and savings. That's Woodman's. Pat?
Zach, thank you. First pitch was a strike. Second pitch from Steele fouled by Kevin Pillar. The count 0-2. We're in the 6th inning. Cubs on top 4-1. Ian Happ, 2 more runs batted in. Here's a chopper foul toward third. Seiya Suzuki started the scoring with a 2-run homer in the first. Happ had the first of his RBI hits in the third. That made it 3-0. Taylor Ward drove in a run with an Angel single in the 5th inning. And the Cubs got that run back on Happ's second RBI single in the bottom of that 5th inning. Fastball, strike 3 called. Got him on the inside corner. Pillar talking with home plate umpire Nick Lentz. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, bullseye, as you say, right on that corner. 4-seam fastball. Now, the thing is, for Steele, he throws a lot of pitches that cut in on the righties. And then you zip that 4-seamer in there, and it's probably another 2 or 3 miles an hour faster than the cutter. Great pitch.
Logan O'Hoppe fouls it down the left field line. I think any game recap of this one, Ron, has to include the defensive work of Miles Mastroboni at third. He started the game by taking a double away from Taylor Wood on the very first pitch.
Yep.
Here's a smash on the ground to short, 1 hop to Swanson, over to first in time. Logan O'Hoppe is out number 2. And then Mastroboni made another great play on a fielder's choice smash hit by Zach Neto in the 4th inning that, had he not gloved it, certainly would have driven in a run, and who knows how many more possibly thereafter.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's been the play down the line, the very first play of the game was a great play. The one that was hit to his left is highlight reel for the league. That is one of those plays that is just an incredible play.
Bounce to short. Good pitch by Steele. In on the hands. Easy play for Swanson over to first. Steele rolling along. At the end of 5.5 innings, the score, the Cubs 4, the Angels 1. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
O'Reilly. When your wiper blades do more smearing than clearing during a storm, it's time to replace them. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and get a pair of Bosch Pure Vision wiper blades on sale now. Buy one, get one free. Offer is valid in-store only. Our professional parts people will even install them for free. Get a better view of the road at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Okay, how weird does it feel to be called someone's fiance? The first time you hear it, you do a double take. Your heart kind of flutters. And before you know it, you go from, let's just enjoy this moment, to, we're planning a fall wedding. That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place and have fun along the way. From free planning tools like a budget tracker and website to a venue and vendor discovery tool that matches you with your dream team, everything on Zola is designed to make your wedding journey as easy as possible. And with invites that can be completely customized in a wedding registry packed with gifts you actually want, Zola takes you from save our date to thanks so much without breaking a sweat. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
Dansby Swanson is on deck. Who's on deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at OnDeck.com.
Angels have a new pitcher. His name is Hans Krause. Crouse. I understand Ronnie likes to throw sidearm. He calls it Krause firing. Glad he called him that, and I didn't. Here's Dansby Swanson leading off. Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning. Takes a breaking ball from Krause. It was kind of a crossfire. Outside to Dansby. Mastroboni on deck, and then Tomas Nido. The next pitch by Hans Krause is inside. He's a big kid. Krause goes about 6'5". I'd put him about 230. Next pitch, foul back. And it looks like he's giving every ounce of energy into every single pitch. His head almost twitches. He bends over, glove on the left knee, comes set.
Unique delivery with the crossfire.
Yes, it is. Glad you see that as well. I thought I was the only one.
You might be.
Foul back 2-2 on Dansby Swanson. Cubs trying to make it 2 in a row after beating the Phillies handily yesterday. 10-2. How about Ian Happ? Is he on an RBI tear? 8 RBIs in a 2-game stretch. For any guy who used to hit in the middle of the order, that'll put a smile on your face.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Here comes the 2-2 to Dansby. Swanson swings and misses. Not one of his better cuts. Swanson fooled. Out number 1. Cubs lead 4-1. The batter, Miles Mastroboni. Before he steps in, we step away. 10 for ID. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Krause appearing in only his 4th game of the season, yet to give up a run. First pitch outside to Miles Mastroboni. Miles 1 for 2 with a double. Shallow at third is Sano. The next pitch hit high in the air, deep center field. Back goes Pilar. Pilar back near the track makes the catch in deep center. Mastroboni gave it a good long ride, but it's out number 2, and the batter now is Tomas Nido.
When that ball left the bat, I thought it might have a chance with that wind blowing the way it is. Pilar pulled that ball in right as he took one step onto the track right in front of the 400-foot marker. I think Mastroboni caught that one just a touch off the end of the bat.
2 down, nobody on. Tomas Nido, the batter. Right-handed hitter will take a strike. Ron, it's time for the catch of the game. I don't think there's any doubt. It's a matter of which brilliant play by Mastroboni do you want to take? The first one or the second one?
You take your pick. I thought the second play for third baseman, you just can't have a tougher play than that. And he made an incredible pickup on that blast hit at him to his left.
So we're going to call that second one the catch of the game, sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Things aren't so hush-hush in Des Moines, where only the S's are silent. Discover the best of the Midwest at CatchDesMoines.com. Cubs leading 4-1. Some clouds have moved into the area. Nido drives one deep left center on the run. Ward can't get it. It bounces up against the wall, and Nido will pull into second with a standing double.
Kind of an odd play as Nido hits this ball in the gap. And this is double all the way, hanging breaking ball top of the zone. And Ward dives for this ball on the warning track, but he's not really that close to it. I'm not quite sure why he dove, but I know that couldn't, remember we were talking earlier today about the old head first dive you had in goalie?
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. That didn't look real comfortable.
No, he looked like he bounced on his chin a couple of times as he hit that warning track. But I'm with you. He was several feet away from that ball, about 5 feet away from where he dove. Nico Horner now with an RBI opportunity. Nido at second, 2 down. Nico pokes it foul out of play. Cubs leading 4-1, out hitting the Angels 8-2.
Last 3 ball games. That's what you like to see if you're a Cub and Cub fans, is the hit totals are starting to go up again.
Now the 1-1. Line to center. That's going to be a base hit. Nido around third. He will score. Another clutch base hit for the Cubs, and they lead 5-1.
2 out base hits with runners in scoring position are just killers for the opposing team. And you talk about picking up your dugout and your bench, and everybody just high fives everywhere and just stoked when stuff like that happens. And that's a big base hit for Nico Horner in the Cup.
Nico's 23rd run batted in. He's at first with 2 down. Might be running. Michael Bush, the batter. The toss to first keeps him close. Several clutch hits today. 3 different run-scoring singles, 2 by Happ and now 1 by Horner, and a 2-run homer by Suzuki. Horner not running, and Bush will take outside for a ball. Well, we talk about a big day like yesterday, sometimes loosening up everyone, and you hope that another good offensive day will follow. Well, that's what we're seeing. High pop fly, shallow right. Drury out, Odell in, or Adell. Adell makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs get a run on 2 hits. It's on to inning number 7. Cubs 5, Angels 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game all season long, right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
With Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes at Wrigley, Zach Zaidman working alongside, along with our engineer Rich Wyatt. We all thank you for joining us. Zach Neto leads off the Angels' 7th inning against Justin Steele. Steele's first pitch fouled away. Another strong outing by Justin. 2 hits allowed through 6 innings. Angels scratching out a run on a pair of singles in the 5th. Not an easy day to pitch. Chopped foul, some excellent defense by Mastroboni at third have helped Steele's cause. And the Cubs for the second day in a row with plenty of offense, leading 5-1 today.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you about the difficulty to pitch today. Wind has been blowing out hard all game. Steele has been dominant.
Here's the little dribbler out in front of the plate, barehanded by Nito, and he throws to first in time. Good play. Steele thought about coming in and making a play, but Nito undoubtedly called him off and said, I got it. And he did and made the throw to first.
So Nito got Neto?
Nito got Neto. I like that. And Nico was standing there watching. Neto is out number 1 on the play that goes 2-3. I hope this is not rubbing off on you, Ron.
It's 11 years.
Miguel Sano bounces one to third. Mastroboni will throw him out number 2. 2 gone, 7th inning. Steele rolling along. And the batter is Keston Hira. First out in the inning brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Another good slider from Justin down and in to get quick out of Sano.
2 down. Hira swings and fouls it back. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. The 0-1 from Steele, a very quiet windup, and the delivery bounced to short. Routine play for Swanson. 1-2-3, 7th inning for Justin Steele. We go to the bottom half. Time for the stretch. Cubs 5, Angels 1. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. Kurt Busch, former NASCAR Cup Series champion and a great Cub fan, is our guest conductor. Kurt, take it away. Busch.
All right, yeah, Chicago, let me hear it. And a 1, and a 2. Out all game. Take me. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old
Every home run and double play is called by Pat and Ron on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. Para pa pa pa. En McDonald's participantes.
Luis Garcia, big burly right-handed pitcher. Here's the fly ball off the bat of Bellinger to left. Ward goes back and makes the catch on the warning track. Bellinger is out number one. Cubs leading by a score of 5-1. And the batter, Seiya Suzuki.
Pretty good swing there by Belly. Hit a line drive bullet to the track. Just line drive. It's no elevation, and that's when the ball doesn't get much help from that wind.
Suzuki got the offense rolling with a first inning 2-run homer to dead center. Garcia misses high, bright and sunny and beautiful at Wrigley. A few more clouds have moved into the area. Still plenty of patches of blue. Lots of sunshine. And the 1-0 pitch to Seiya. Crack to left field. Ward is there making a backhanded catch with a little jump backhanded play. Nice catch by Ward in left. That ball was scalded.
Yeah, that ball's hit right on the button by Seiya. Hooks this ball, has a little bit of topspin on it. If it didn't have that topspin, it would probably carried over Ward's head. But, I mean, can't hit a ball much harder than Seiya just hit that one to left.
Here's Ian Happ. Happ has walked and singled twice and driven in a pair of runs as an encore to his career day yesterday. Happ will take a fastball strike. Happ now with 38 runs batted in his last 36 games. And when you get 8 in a 2-day period, that has a lot to do with that total. Fly ball to right, playable for Adele, and this ends the inning. 1, 2, 3, we go to the 8th inning. It's the Cubs 5 and the Angels 1 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Chicago Cubs memories are made right here with Pat, Ron, and Zach on the Cubs radio network.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, Hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley. And Cubs up 5-1. This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877. Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today, Patrick.
Joe Adele takes a strike run as we begin this 8th inning. Justin Steele working on a 2-hitter. This is his 83rd pitch of the day, and it's dribbled toward third. Going to be a tough play. Barehanding Mastrobuoni and throws to first to get him. Mastrobuoni might be shaken up. Another incredible play by the third baseman. He's okay. What a day he is having defensively. Barehanding that slow chopper, off balance, made the throw, and then fell flat on his face right near the mound.
Now, I will say this. You can't have a better day defensively than Mastrobuoni is having at third base. He's doing it all, and it is fun to watch. He is, he works hard every day on his defense at a bunch of different positions, and he is having a day today.
Well, that hard work is paying off, Ron. That's about as excellent of a day that I've seen one player in one defensive infield position have.
Yeah.
3 great plays.
Great plays, absolutely.
Taylor Ward, the batter, has the count of 1-1. Steele up on top. Fastball swung on and missed, 1-2. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Top of the 8th inning. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. How about this game by Justin Steele today, Ron?
It's been outstanding. He's only given up 2 hits. We got 2 outs now in the 8th inning. Yeah, and he has just pounded the strike zone. He started out the ballgame with a great slider. And then, all the rest of his pitches have just kind of fallen into suit. He has been able to throw the ball where he wants, and he is having a great outing.
Nolan Shanuel will take a strike. He tried to check, couldn't do it. Lefty to lefty. Shanuel backing away as this pitch is outside.
Now we're 2 outs here in the 8th, Pat, and this next pitch, I believe, is going to be the 90th.
Curveball, that's going to be a strike, foul tipped, and it's 1-2. 7th inning stretch was sponsored by Volvo Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles, electric cars with a backup plan. Visit your local retailer to learn more. No managerial challenges today. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. But the manager challenges, when they take place, they always take a second look. A second look and a second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. 8 strong innings for Justin Steele. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Cubs 5, Angels 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game all season long right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, plug-in hybrids. You can even go 100% electric. Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
No one knows the importance of a great assist more than Lowe's and Leo Messi. That's why we've teamed up to give MVP's Pro Rewards members 10 times the points when Messi makes an assist during CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Activate this offer starting June 20th, so when Messi assists, you score. Shop the day after an assist to earn those extra points. Not an MVP's Pro Rewards member? Join today. Visit Lowe's.com/Messi for more details.
No tienes que esperar a que te paguen para finalmente invitar a tus papás a comer. Solo te tiene que salir una oferta de sus favoritos en el McDonald's app. Ahorra con el app. En McDonald's participantes.
Save on O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner. Get 2 cans of O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner for just $8. Valid in-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Cubs at MLBshop.com. And guys, the out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. It's an easy one today. There's only one matinee across the majors. It's the ball game right here at Wrigley Field between the Cubs and the Angels.
And the Cubs lead 5-1. Carson Fulmer, a right-hander, the new man on the mound for the Angels. His pitch to Morel is a strike. Christopher 1 for 3 in the game. Singled and struck out twice. He hits a bouncer toward the right side, fielded by Drury, and it's out number 1.
And designated hitters for the Cubs. They're sponsored by BBQ Authority. Visit BBQ Authority in Lyle. And take care of a little business. Stolen bases by the Cubs are sponsored by Atturo Tire. Find your local Atturo dealer at Atturo.com.
And run this ball game, as all games are, brought to you in part by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Dansby Swanson, nothing for 3. Cubs got 2 in the first on a 2-run homer by Suzuki. Then Ian Happ went to work with RBI singles in the 3rd and 5th innings. Nico Horner drove in a run with a 6th inning single. The Angels got their only run on a base hit by Taylor Ward to drive in their only tally in the 5th inning. Don't see any activity in the bullpen. We might see a rarity, a possible complete game today from a Cub pitcher.
Now, Justin Steele is at 91 pitches in the ball game. Why not, right?
He still looks strong. Swanson hits a high fly ball to right. Drifting back is Adele at the fence, makes the catch. That ball almost got up in the wind and sailed out of here. 2 down.
I just like that Dansby is trying to hit that ball the other way. That to me is the big key. If Dansby is going to start using that other side, that will really help him. And it'll get his timing back, because you got to get the ball and let the ball carry a little deeper and to drive it to right field. That was a good at-bat for Dansby.
Cubs lead 5-1. Miles Mastrobuoni with a double in 3 trips and 3 superb defensive plays at third base. The attendance winner in the Benny's attendance game, Rich Wyatt, our engineer. Wow. He guessed 37,500. The actual figure today, we were all a little heavy. 36,948.
Very nice, Rich.
Here's a drive toward left. Ward is there to make the catch. So 1-2-3 inning for Carson Fulmer. We go to the 9th inning. It's the Cubs 5 and the Angels 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Price and participation may vary. For a limited time only.
Lowe's knows how to keep your job site running. That's why we offer free same-day delivery on the top paint and paint supply brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, Cabot, and Purdy. Order on Lowe's.com by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. straight to your job site. Because Lowe's knows pros. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms and exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com/paint for more details.
You've probably heard a lot about electrified vehicles lately. Well, Toyota has electrified options for every lifestyle. We've got hybrids, no plug needed.
Let's go.
But we also have plug-in hybrids, if that's your thing. You can even go 100% electric in the Toyota BZ4X. With so many options for reducing carbon emissions, Toyota is electrified, diversified. Learn more about our Beyond Zero vision for the future at toyota.com/Beyond Zero.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in 1 wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Kevin Pillar leads it off against Justin Steele. And yes, Justin is there in the 9th inning. Let's see if he can go the distance today. He received a nice ovation when the fans saw him come out of the third base dugout. Pop fly, shallow left, routine for Happ, out number 1. I'm going to call that ovation, Ron, the at our best moment of the game, sponsored by Loyola Medicine. When things are at their worst, we're at our best. And I think part of the ovation was not just for the day that he's having today, but how well he's pitched all year without any wins, and for the great year that he had last season. Here's a pop-up right side, playable for Bush at first, out number 2. Steele 1 out away from a complete game.
Yep, I have to agree with you. Hardest working player of the game today, sponsored by Boss Power Tools. What hard workers deserve. One of the reasons he is in the game in the 9th, Miles Mastrobone's defense. He will be our hardest working player.
Fans are standing at Wrigley. This fan support day in, day out, just incredible. We never take it for granted. It is not this way in every park, trust me. Bounce to third, this is going to do it. Mastrobone throws him out. A complete game for Justin Steele. His first win of the year, and it's a complete game. A 2-hitter. And it's fitting that the final play was turned in by Miles Mastrobone, Ron.
Couldn't agree more. Miles has had a tremendous ball game today, an unbelievable defensive game for Mastrobone. And, you know, when things aren't going your way in the club, it hasn't been going their way, and for Justin without getting a win, and then all of a sudden, you know what? You know how you fix that? You take it on yourself and you throw a complete game. He only gives up 2 hits in the ball game and only 1 run. You can't do it much better than Justin Steele did it today. Great job.
So he is the toast of the game ball player. Listen to these fans as Justin heads to the Cubs' third base dugout. Let's listen for a minute. Quality starts by Cubs pitchers. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. See quality come to life with Benjamin Moore paints in 3,500 colors. Visit BenjaminMoore.com for a location near you. Our good friend Bruce Levine is down on the field. I believe he's ready.